Hi everyone, this is Chris B1001 at keepecosstuff.com. This is our 20th video on how to use Blender and the Blender2FSX add-on to make models for Flight Simulator 10. In this video we are going to restart our virtual cockpit. So to do this, let's go to your main project folder and open it. We're going to select on test plane 1 underscore VC, and the backup file that Blender makes, which is a test plane 1 underscore VC dot blend1. Now of course it'll be whatever name you named your own VC or virtual cockpit. So I'm going to select both of those and I am going to delete them because we're going to be making new files for them. We're going to go into our backup files. We're going to go to our last backup, which was test plane, well, whatever your last backup was. So I'm going to go to my 11th one. I'm going to copy it. I'm then going to paste it in my main directory. I'm going to rename it by clicking on it once, getting rid of the 11 for my 11th backup. I'm going to put VC and then enter. And to start Blender using this file, I will double click on test plane 1 VC. Okay. So we should be back to a model, or a model of our plane before we combined all of our textures into one texture sheet. And we want to do that because we're going to set up the lighting differently to be able to do the ambient occlusion for the inside of the plane. We also need to get rid of extra vertices that will not be used in the VC. So like the whole back fuselage, the rudder, the elevator, the landing gear will not be seen. So we're going to remove all these areas. So first thing let's do, let's scroll down. Let's initialize our tool set. Then we are going to click on the body. We're going to go into edit mode. So tab. Oh, let me turn on my screencast. There we go. Okay, so we're in edit mode and we're in, we have the body selected. So what we're going to do, we are going to use the B key. We're going to select everything from behind the fuselage. Oops, I do not have hide back. I have hide back facing on, so I'm going to click that off. So this little icon right here, click that. So you can see all the back faces, and we're going to do that again. So hit B, select everything in that area. Now everything should be selected. It is. We're going to do a X and delete vertices. Okay, the reason this is left, remember these are separate objects from our main body. This is our control surfaces with the pivot points. We will get rid of them as well. But right now we're working on the body. So we're going to scroll in. We're going to go into vertice mode. And we're going to have to fill up the back. So let's go into, let's hit Z to go into wireframe mode. And I'm going to select this vertice here and that vertice there. I'm going to select that vertice and that vertice. And then I'm going to hit F to make face. That's good. So that will now make a face inside of our cockpit, so you cannot see past that point. So once we do that, let's then go to a side view, so Control and number pad 3. Scroll up. We hit A to select everything, B to do a box select. Select all these vertices here, hit X and delete vertices. Okay, I see some others we need to get. So I'm going to choose that vertice, that vertice, that vertice, and that vertice, and that one, that one, that one, and that one, because that's the rest of our landing gear that we just got rid of. Hit X and delete vertices. Okay, I got rid of that now. Okay, let's hit Tab to go out of edit mode for the body. Let's choose the rudder control, zoom in, and choose the rudder pivot point. Hit X and delete. Choose the elevator and the elevator pivot point. Remember to select more than one item, hold down the Shift key and select. And let's hit X and delete. Okay. Now we need to remove the front landing gear and its tire. So let's click on the tire, X, delete, the landing gear, X, and delete. Okay. Now we should be set up for only the cockpit, the items for the virtual cockpit that will actually be shown. Because where the viewpoint is in the VC or virtual cockpit, you will not see your landing gear, you would not see the back of your fuselage or the elevator and rudder control surfaces. So that's why we got rid of them. We don't need the extra vertices. Okay, now let's do a Control and number 3. System slowed down for some reason. Okay, so now we're going to have to put a light source inside the VC or virtual cockpit, because right now if we do the ambient occlusion, if we go to, let's see, oh, there we go, world, and we should still have ambient occlusion set up. Environment lighting we do not need on now, so we'll select that off. Remember, you want to go to the World tab. We're just resetting up our ambient occlusion, or the settings for the ambient occlusion. So make sure we have ambient occlusion on. We want to have multiply on. So if it's not, click on that, and from Add, go to Multiply. We will cut this down, so distance for fall off, let's change that to 1 foot. Samples will keep the same. Strength we want after that 1 foot to fall down to 0 strength, so that's good. We'll leave that all the same. Okay, now let's place our 3D cursor back to its normal position. So let's go in. Let's find our 3D cursor, which is right there. Let's put 0, 0, and 0. And I'm sorry, I didn't show you how to open this window. If this window is not open, let me close it again. You can either hit this little plus here, and it'll open it. Or you can hit the in key. It'll open it. If you hit it again, it'll close it. So in key is a toggle for this window. So I don't need it open now. We have our our 3D cursor at the middle of our VC in our virtual cockpit. So we're going to go Shift and A. We are going to go to Lamp, and we're going to put a point light. So we have that there. We're going to raise it some. So let's do a Control and F3, or number pad 3. Let's do a G for grab and Z for the Z axis, and roll it up, scroll it up. We'll put it about right there. Now we're going to go into the properties for this object. You see over here in your right window, under properties, or object properties, you want to go to this little icon right here that looks like a box with a yellow sphere in the middle. Click on that. We're going to have to play around with the energy level, because right now the energy is set to 100%, and for the volume of our virtual cockpit that we have, that's going to be way too bright. So let's start off by putting that at 0.45, and we'll see how it does. Fall off. Yeah, let's put in a fall off. Let's put in a fall off of about 1.5 feet. Now let's see. Now let's do 3 foot. Okay. That's good. Let's go and hit, let's see, we have our lighting. What we're working for now, we're going to do our baking to make the one texture sheet for all of our materials. Oh, we also need to add some outside lighting. So, let's go ahead. You know what? I should have left on our world outside lighting. So let's go back to environment lighting. Check that. Let's leave it at 100%. We want to leave it white. Indirect lighting. Let's go ahead and click that. Turn that back. Oh, wait, we're not using that. The fall off is good. Okay, so let's leave it just like that. Then let's go up to the very corner of our right-hand corner of our 3D workspace, where you see the 3 little lines there. Hold down right and left mouse button and pull it over to open another window. We're going to go down this little icon down here, click on it once, go to UV Image Editor, scroll in, we're going to select the body. Okay, that's good. Then we're going to go into Edit Modes, hit Tab. We're going to hit A to select everything. Now see, we need to get rid of that. So, let's scroll out, because that's from our last render, or from us doing our exterior model. So we are going to scroll it over here. We're going to hit the X to delete. That's weird how it's stretching out that one vertex. I actually don't know why it's doing that. Okay, we're going to hit A to select everything. We're going to size it, so S. size it down a little bit. Hit G to drag it down, about right there, to leave us room to do the control surfaces, which we probably don't really need that much room. Hit size again, make it a little bigger. G to grab. That's better. A to unselect. Okay, so now let's click on, before we hit click new, let's go and see if we have a material for this deal. We want to get rid of it. So let's go to, okay, that's the material we want. Now let's see if there's a texture with that. There isn't. Okay, so getting rid of that's fine. Okay, so now let's go down and go new. Let's name it VC underscore texture underscore T. Leave it 1024 by 1024. We'll leave it black. We don't need the alpha channel. And let's hit OK. Let's zoom out. Okay, so we have that. Let's go ahead and save that. So we're going to scroll over. We're going to go to Image. We're going to hit Save as Image. We're going to make sure we're in our Textures folder for our project. Let's make sure, test plane we are. And we're going to leave it the same name we have it. Hit Save as Image. Okay, so now at least we've saved that. Now we're going to do our baking. Well, let's see. No, we don't need to do our baking yet. Okay, let's go down to View. Let's hit check on, put a check mark on Draw Other Objects. We're going to hit A to unselect. Let's see. Now let's leave everything selected. Hit the tab to get out of edit mode. Okay, let's choose the aileron, or the left aileron. Let's go hit tab to go into edit mode. Let's hit A to select everything. We're going to have to delete this one again. So hit the X. We're going to hit on this little icon here for the images. We're going to go to our VC texture underscore T. Okay. I did a stupid. So let's hit tab to get out of edit mode. Let's go back and choose the body. Then hold down the shift and choose the right aileron. Then go into tab. Okay, there we go. Then if you do that, it shows the other UV we have for this texture map. So we can arrange it so it's not in the way. So with that selected over here in your UV editor, hit the G. We'll drag it about right there. We don't even need to size it. Let's just leave it the way it is. Okay, so we have that one now. So let's hit tab to get out of edit mode. So now we have that one. Let's check, hold down shift and select the right aileron. Hit tab to go into edit mode. Hit A to select everything. I'm going to have to get rid of this one again. So hit the X. Click on the little icon for the image and select VC texture underscore T. We're going to have to hit G to grab, move it to position it. That's good. Hit tab to unselect or get out of edit mode. Hold down the shift, select your left aileron, left flap I mean. Hit tab to go into edit mode. Hit A to select everything. I have to delete this texture again, texture sheet. Click on the little image icon. Choose the VC texture underscore T again. And then hit G to grab, move it up, position it. Hit Tab to get out of edit mode. Make sure you're in your 3D workspace. Hold down Shift, select the right flap, hit Tab to go into edit mode, hit A to select everything, delete this texture sheet again, or texture image, choose the little image icon, choose our VC texture underscore T again, make sure you're in your mouse is in the UV editor, hit G to grab or move it up. Okay, that should be everything we need on this texture sheet, because we cannot have anything with prop blur textures, because remember they have to have a center spot to rotate correctly. So that should be it. So let's make sure we're in a 3D workspace, hit Tab. Actually, let's go ahead and bake. So let's leave it the way we have it. Let's go to our object properties, go to the render tab. We want to scroll down. You'll see a bake tab. If yours is closed like this, click on the little arrow. You'll drop it down. We want to make sure that we're doing a full render. If you're not on full render, open it up, choose full render. We want to clear the texture sheet before. We don't want that. We don't want that. Everything else looks good. So let's go ahead and hit the bake. This may take a while, so I'm going to pause the video as this bakes. Oops, well, it got done faster than I thought. And we have some issues. For some reason, the outside is not rendering. It looks like the inside rendered. Let me zoom in on that. Oh, my system's froze. Oh, okay, it's still doing it. I'm sorry. It's still texture baking. So I'm going to pause the video. Okay, it's done. It probably took about 5 minutes to bake. Now you can see, if you zoom in on, well, there we go, on your texture map, you can see that everything rendered, everything baked. I believe the brown is our seed. So everything baked good. So we're going to now apply this to the material. So let's save it. So hit Image and Save Image. So we saved our texture sheet. So now we can close this. Well, first let's go out of it. Let's go back into your 3D workspace, hit Tab to get out of edit mode. Let's hit A to unselect everything. Now we can close this one, go up to the right upper corner of your 3D workspace, click and drag over. Okay. Now let's choose or select the body. Hold on, did I make some problems? Oh man, I did. I messed up. I didn't have have those part of the body. Oh, we're gonna have to redo it. See what I did? I forgot to UV unwrap these and add them to that texture sheet. So our control yoke and our rudder pedals are not going to be textured if we try to use this one texture sheet. So we're going to have to zoom back out, open back up that window, click, go into UV image editor again. Let's choose the body, hold down the shift the aileron, the rudder, the flaps, the elevator, no elevator, the ailerons and the flap, and the body selected. Let's scroll in. Let's choose the control yoke, hold down the shift, select it. There's that other part down there. Okay, that's the pivot point. We don't need it. Okay, so once we get that, let's hit Tab to go into edit mode. Let's hit A to select everything. Why didn't it choose our texture sheet again? Well, oh yeah, because we need to choose one for it. Okay, so we're going to, we have to UV unwrap. Well, duh. Okay, so we have that one selected. Make sure everything is selected vertices. Go to Mesh, or you could hit just the U key. We want to go to UV unwrap, Smart UV project. Under island margin, I put in 0.10. Then hit OK. There we go. And we're going to have to move some of that stuff around. So let's hit deselect while you're in the UV editor. Let's choose that one. Hit G, move it over. Hit A. Let's see. Select UVs. Type of element to snap. Nope. Trying to find the one where you can just choose your islands. That's not it. Display mode, vertices, nope. Rotation scaling, nope. Element to snap to. Nope. Nope. Alright, well, I'll have to find it later. I should have read it more on when I did this one, but you can set it so you can select individual islands by themselves. But we're going to go ahead and just choose everything by the box select. So just start moving everything over closer to each other. Here, hit G to grab, move it over, A to unselect, D to select, G to grab, and just move everything over. Okay, because we have everything else selected, we should be able to go down to the bottom. Remember, if this doesn't show everything you want, you hold down the middle mouse button and you can scroll it. Go to View, Draw Other Objects. Oh, I know why it didn't show it, because we didn't choose the texture map yet. Okay, so let's hit A to unselect everything, A to select everything. Let's hit G to move. Let's move it up here. Let's hit S to size. Size it about there. G to grab. Let's move it about right there. Now let's go to our little image icon down here. Choose our VC texture. There we go. And that's a good place. So we'll leave that where it's at. Make sure your mouse is back in the 3D cursor. Hit Tab to unselect everything, or to go out of edit mode. Now let's scroll in. Choose the left rudder pedal. Oh no. Control Z. Remember to hold Shift and the rudder pedal. Okay, that's good. Hit Tab to go into edit mode. Hit A to select everything. We're going to have to go Mesh, UV Unwrap, Smart UV Project. Leave everything the way we have it. Hit OK. Oops. Move it up. Everything's all over the place again. We're going to leave it like that. We're going to hit A to select everything. We're going to hit S to size. Size it down to about there. Let's go and hit the little image icon. Choose our VC texture. Scroll out. Hit G to grab. Move it up. Put it right there. Go back into your 3D workspace. Hit Tab to go to edit mode. Zoom in. Hold down Shift. Select the other rudder pedal. Go Tab to go into edit mode. Hit A to select everything. Go Mesh, UV Unwrap, Smart UV Project. OK. Hit A to select everything within your UV editor. Hit S to size. G to grab. Let's move it about right there. Let's go down to our image icon. Choose our VC texture again. Zoom out. G to grab. Move it about right there. Okay, now we should have everything selected. Okay, so let's go back into our 3D workspace. Nope, we need to leave it where we're at. And let's bake again. So, make sure you're in your Render tab, the Bake key, click the Bake, and this will take a little while again. You can see up here it shows that the texture is baking. You can see things start filling in. I'll go ahead and let it run. Okay, it's taking a little longer than I thought, so I'm going to go ahead and pause the video so I'm not wasting time. So please bear with me. Okay, it's done. It probably took about 3 or 4 more minutes. Okay, so that texture sheet is done. We want to go down to Image, make sure we save the image. Save image. That is done. Let's go back into our 3D workspace, hit Tab to unselect, or go out of edit mode, hit A to unselect everything. We can go ahead and close this window again, so go to the top, click, drag over. Okay, so now choose the body. Let's go to our material. What we need to do is delete all the materials like we did in the exterior one up to, and we'll leave the body color. So let's choose the glass and hit the minus sign, and then just keep going until you get to the top one. Okay, so now we're at body color. We'll leave that one as it is. go now. See, we have to choose, we have to set up all this stuff again. So let's scroll down. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, there we go. No. Oh, why can't I find it? I'm looking for flights. Oh, there we go. FSX material parameters. So we're going to choose that. Okay. Down at the bottom, we're going to have to put in is virtual cockpit. No, this is for our panel. We're not doing that yet. You know, right now we're going to leave everything just as it is. We're going to go ahead and hit the material tab now. We're going to create a new material. So we're going to hit new. We're going to call it VC texture. VC texture. I'm going to go right here and type image or movie. Scroll down. We're going to go open. Go to our textures. Find our VC texture underscore T PNG. Go open. Scroll down to mapping. Go generated. And click on what's going on. Oh, my system is running slow. Go UV and UV map. That's good for there. Okay. So now we need to go next, after doing that one, let's choose the elevator. The left aileron. We have to go back, material, left aileron color, see if it has any. Okay, so we're going to go material. We're going to click on the little icon off to the side for the material. Choose VC texture. Wait a minute, that's not right. Hold on, I might have messed up. That should be VC texture underscore T. We're using the wrong one. Hit X to delete it. Let's click on the body, make sure I use the right one on it. Oops, body. Nope, I did the wrong one in it too. Alright, so we're going to have to remove this. So I'm going to go, let's see, where's the image? Maybe we can just choose the image. Oh no, I did the right one. VC underscore texture T. I named it VC texture. Okay, I'm sorry everyone. I'm getting mixed up with what I named the material for Blender compared to what I'm looking for a PNG file. So we did have it right. I was messing up this time. So let's go ahead and choose the left aileron, go to materials, do the little icon underscore, open up that one, scroll down, we want to go mapping, UV, and UV mapping, so that'll do that one. Do the same thing for the flap, make sure we have a material, we do, left flap color. Oops. And we want to click on this little icon, choose it for it too. general, UV, UV, okay, that took care of that one. Go to the next one, right, okay. And actually, we need to, am I doing wrong again? You know what, I am doing wrong. Sorry, everyone. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Okay, we want to use the very same material. We don't want to have separate materials for all of them. So let's go ahead and go back to the aileron, left aileron. We want to delete this one completely. So delete it, hit the little material tab, and we want to choose body color, which is that one. Then go to materials. Should have the right one, and it should have all the UV mapping correctly, because we're using that same texture. We have already UV mapped everything, so we can use that one material. That's what we're trying to do in the first place, is get rid of all the material, using all of the different materials. So I don't know what I was thinking, sorry. So now we'll click on the left flap. Go to the materials tab. Remove this material. Choose the little material icon. Go to body color. Make sure it has all the settings. It does, so that's good. Go to the right flap. Body color, that one we've already set up. If it isn't, remove that one. Go to the little icon, choose body color. And that's set up right. Go to the right aileron. We want to remove that. Choose the little icon from materials, body color. Make sure the texture is set up. It is. Okay, so now we need to choose the control yoke. Okay, the control yoke, make sure it has what it has. It has two materials, so we want to delete and delete. So now we have no materials. We want to choose the material icon, go down to body color, make sure that it is set up with the UVs. It is. Now choose the right rudder pedal, go to its material, remove those, choose the little icon for the material, choose body color. It should also set up, it did, for the texture. Choose the left rudder pedal, remove its materials, choose the little icon to choose another material, material, choose body color, and it should have chose the right UV. It did. I think that is everything. So now let's go into out of wireframe mode into solid. Looks like it has everything, and let's go inside. So let's click on the body, hit the period on the number pad. Oops, not too far. It's okay. Okay, it looks like everything is taking the color in for us. So it looks good. Okay, so I'm going to end the video at this point. The next video we will take this texture sheet and set it up for the windows, because we don't have the alpha channel set up for the windows being glass or seen as a glass material. Then we'll make our .dds file out of it, and maybe we'll start working on our control panel. So I hope you've learned something from this video. Sorry that I messed up a couple times, but I wasn't going to redo it. I'm just going to let you see that if you do mess up, you can just go ahead and fix it real easy. So I hope you learned something, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and thank you very much for watching. Also remember to make a backup of your file and put it in your backup folder. Okay, thank you very much. Bye.